Sam Denay, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government. Sam, that's me as an Air Force Academy graduate. I spent many years flying fighters and bombers. I like it when there's people at the Sam Denay show. This is good. Flying fighters and bombers, defending our nation against enemies inside of the border and outside of the border. And I found that there's many enemies inside of our borders, and I think the place where it starts in our community, as I've said many times, and I'm not really going to talk about them that much today, is the Reno Gazette regurgitator newspaper and their cronies over on television and the radio. They are probably the most despicable operation in the community. You folks make mistakes now and then, accidentally and sometimes on purpose, and you would not get away with them if the Reno Gazette regurgitator had the courage and the guts to report the truth that Sam brings to these podiums and the Reno podiums year after year for the last 2 decades. For instance, we've got this brouhaha going on over Sam Denay inspired brouhaha going on over at the Reno City Hall called the Mayor's Race. It really isn't a race because, at least in the past, it has not been a race because I have proven many times, I have proven that the vote stealers are in control of the election over there. I don't know how they do it, I have to admit, folks, but you can go down, they go down in the bowels of those video game computers and change all of the votes. Most of the time they steal votes from me and people of my persuasion who want better things for the community and give them to the wrong people. At any rate, if there is an honest vote count this year, there will be 2 Denays, D-E-H-N-E, 2 Denays on the City Council, and there will be 2 Marines on the City Council. It really is dastardly to steal votes from a regular old citizen, an Air Force Academy graduate like me, but to steal votes from a Marine, Marines is really despicable. At any rate, we have 2 Marines, and we have a father and a son running for Reno City Council. And you would think there would be a story there somewhere. Wouldn't you think there'd be a story there somewhere? If you look in the Reno Gazette for the last 6 months, that word D-E-H-N-E has been in there 1 time. And it's about 2 times. My time and the time for this Marine veteran. And the font is about that big. The Reno Gazette regurgitator has printed 217 pictures of its usual suspect shills that they're pulling out to run so that stolen votes can be given to somebody else.
Thank you, Mr. Denay.